Hey, welcome back to Who's Up. So today we're gonna get into some draft talk since a couple millionaires about to be made in a couple weeks. About to live out their childhood dreams in the NFL. Danny Ocean or Justin. You want to go first, Scott? Maybe we all wrote down our top 10. Which one of y'all want to
Sure.
take it?
So I got it. I got you. Yeah. So say the draft is in what 10 days from now. I think we all sat down. We did a mock draft. Each of us did top 10 only. The rules were no trades, and this is only top 10 picks how we see it. So I'll get started. First pick, I think the Panthers going to take Bryce Young. I am not a fan, the biggest fan of that pick, but Carolina has a great offensive line that can protect Bryce. But at some point in time, dog, they're gonna test that low. Was he six? He's 6 feet, 197,
Five
something like
5'10" and
ten.
a
that.
half,
5'10" and a
5'10" and a
half. I
half,
mean, he'll
190. Yeah.
yeah, like at some point in time, like they no offensive line is perfect. Like somebody gonna come with the middle of break the edge. Granted, he
Can
played
I,
in the SEC. Yeah, go ahead, Justin.
one thing about that is this is my only complaint to that is like you were just about to say, he plays in the SEC and some of the best defensive linemen and linemen in general are in the SEC. So
Hmm.
if you're gonna continue to get hit by those boys, again, I know the NFL is a whole nother league, but I say the SEC to the NFL is probably the smallest jump as far as the talent, in college. And if you getting hit by those mammoths on a every Saturday basis, I really don't understand the you gonna get hurt. He's not really gonna be able to play because he hasn't had a history of being injured at Bama. So why would that
So
not necessarily translate?
my retort to that is on an SEC team on their defensive line, how many NFL players on average? One, two, in the NFL, everybody on the defensive line is a
Yeah,
professional football player.
yeah,
And I think being a pro, there are different parameters in regards to lifting, eating, nutrition. Like these men, this is their job compared to I'm going to school and I'm a football player. I just think the intensity is just a little bit higher. Granted, Bryce never been hurt. No, he who am I
he
thinking
got
of that
hurt.
was hurt? Like he got hurt
Yeah,
last year. But it
yeah,
was his wrist. It wasn't anything like,
hmm
his knee fell out or something like that. I think it was his wrist.
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, everyone in the NFL is a professional player. Not everyone in the SEC is going to go to the NFL. So that would be like my counter to that. I think he's going to be okay. I'm just like that first hit, everyone's going to be like, oof, is he going to survive?
But is it Pat White? Ooh, first hit when he don't come back ever again.
I don't think it's that. It's just going to
Yeah,
be over the course of a 17 game season, right? Because the college season is what, 9 to 12
yeah, 12.
games?
Yeah, yeah,
Now
12.
it's
Yeah.
six. You bring
Yeah.
cupcakes,
Now we're
snacks.
talking, yeah, right, Dr. J. And then like some of those games are, San Jose State, like these are professional teams, a 17 game season minus the playoffs. Like we're like this is going to be a battle of attrition for him. Granted, I doubt Carolina makes the playoffs, but still, like that's a 17 game season, one
Okay.
bye week. Like that's a lot for a man who's the size of us.
Yeah. Okay,
Who's
and then one more
I weigh more
retort.
than him.
I mean, I weigh more than him too,
Me
but I
too.
mean we're around the same height. Like
Yeah. Okay. One last one, then I'll let you finish yours. No more cutting you off.
are you
Um,
good?
it's still at the end of the day, whether it's NFL 300 pounds or San Jose 300 pounds, it's
Mm-hmm.
still 300 pounds. You know what I mean? So whether they gonna
Mm-mm.
pick you up and
Nah,
Nah, it's
throw you,
nah,
not. That
nah.
300 pounds in the NFL lift different than 300 pounds at San Jose State. I
Because that's
promise
not
you
the
that.
definition of power either. Power is kind
Yeah,
of speed. It's a big difference.
yeah,
yeah.
When that
There's a
300,
difference
you
between
moving 4'8".
Jordan Davis and Dexter Lawrence. Like there's a
okay, I'll give you that.
300 300 don't come in every the same way. Yeah, that's a different beast. But I'm
Okay.
not saying like that's just my only
Yeah,
concern. Like if
yeah.
we being real, I've been talking to Anthony Richardson. It's the number one overall pick. I wouldn't be mad at it, but it's probably gonna be Bryce. Dog, Anthony Richardson. We're talking so some guy explained it, actually D explained it to him like this. Bryce and CJ have the highest floor.
Mhm.
Anthony Richardson has the highest ceiling. If I'm picking number one overall, I want the guy with the highest ceiling for what he could be, but you can't redshirt the number one pick, so I wouldn't take him number one
Yeah.
overall personally.
So what's the difference between him and Cam Newton?
Cam's a little bit more refined coming out of college.
And Cam Newton, we said the man couldn't throw. Like I never personally thought Cam Newton could throw the ball.
Well, I think
I
it's more
thought
so Anthony Richards' completion percentage. I think it's hovering around 50%.
50. Yeah,
That's bad.
that's Josh
But everyone
Allen
thinks,
bad.
yeah, that's Josh Allen bad. But Josh Allen got in the lab after a year, 2 or 3.
Josh Allen had Brian Dable.
Yes,
Look at him this year without him.
yes, that's true. That's true. Like that's coaching is a big factor. But if the Panthers talk themselves into Anthony Richardson, like I would get it. I would not agree with it, but I would understand it.
All right, go
Who you
ahead.
Going second. Danny
Justin, who is your number 1 overall pick?
Bryce.
Bryce. Okay.
Yeah.
I got CJ Stroud.
Okay. I can live with that. Why CJ over Bryce for you?
He's a little bit bigger, and I think he's better than Bryce, to be honest.
Okay.
Just based off, like, especially in the playoffs, what he did at Ohio State in the playoffs, that boy showed me something. And I think he's going to be better.
Okay.
I think he had better receivers, but I think he has a stronger arm, and he's a little more accurate than me.
Okay. Dr. J, who are they going to take a D tackle 1 overall? You about to say something real reckless.
I want to be real reckless, but I want to be realistic too. So I'm gonna go CJ Stroud.
Okay.
Number 1. I really want to say Will Levis, to be honest with you, but
no, you just can't say that and then not give the reasoning behind. Is it because he's white? Is that what you're trying to say? Because
absolutely not go no further.
All right, I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Okay. But I got CJ Stroud though. I was gonna say Bryce Young, but we'll come back to him later. CJ Stroud.
Okay.
I got
What he picking at 15? You get him at 15.
Right. He made it sound like he's not about to be the next pick. All right. So sounds like 2 for Bryce, 2 for CJ. I would assume that Houston would take the other. Like for me, I have Houston taking CJ second overall.
I got CJ.
Okay.
I got Will Levis going second to the Texans.
Really?
Yeah.
D'Amico will be dog. All right. Dr. J.
this is why I got Bryce Young.
Okay.
But I just don't trust him, man. Like I see Tua pre-injury and Kyler Murray if he read the playbook. That's what I see.
Okay.
So if he don't get hurt, you got something to work with. How many miles you gonna actually get before he fall apart? Well, we'll find out. But
I need to go back to TJ. So why Will Levis?
Because I think last year was a bad year for him. I think a lot of people are
Okay.
looking at that. But if you look at the year before he had, like the 2 years ago, that man would have been the number 1 if he could have came out. That boy can ball when he has a decent offensive line and decent receivers. Like that dude has an arm.
Well, I could say to that. Well, once he got some pressure on him, he folded.
But I don't think a quarterback can't do it by himself. I mean, I think
That's
he
true.
could
That's
fit
true.
in Texas.
Okay.
You know,
Interesting. I did
Houston
not see
starting to
Will Levis
do a
coming
little-
too
do a
off the
little
board.
things. I think he one of those things you can build around for the long term.
Okay. All right. So I guess we'll go to number 3, the Cardinals. If we were allowed to do trades, this is where I believe a trade would happen with 2 quarterbacks off the board, but we said no trades.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked Will Anderson, edge from Alabama.
Will Anderson. That's what I picked as well.
Yeah, same. The edge rusher.
Okay.
Because I think they just lost J.J. Watt and all them. I think that'd be a perfect fit for them.
Yeah.
he about 243, right? That's the
yeah, his comp is like Hassan Reddick. No, that's not. Is it him or is it Nolan Smith? I think Nolan Smith is getting the Hassan Reddick comp. So Will is a little bit heavier.
Yeah,
but he's still kind of small.
He's still light in the britches, but not as light as Nolan.
But he's playing D and not D tackle too, though. So
that's true.
But he still seems small to be in. Like,
I mean, look at.
I mean, if you stand him up,
Parsons,
like Jonathan Gannon would use him like he used Hassan Reddick in Philadelphia. Like that. That's what he would do with Will Anderson.
Right. I can see it working if you're gonna stand him up, like you said. Right.
But who did you have though?
He's a good run stopper.
Okay. Jonathan said, I don't care about no potential manslaughter charge. I'm here to win football games. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah. We're gonna get
Okay.
right. We got defense attorneys for that.
Jesus,
That's what it is,
man.
man.
All right, so we got 3 Wills, 1 Jalen. Okay, I can at 4. I think this is where things get shaky for all of us. 4, I had the Colts taking Anthony Richardson at 4.
Same here.
Okay, Justin, I feel like you and I are on the same page. This is gonna be me and you just shaking our heads. Yep.
Yep.
I
Yep.
had
No, I like
Bryce Young going forward to the Colts.
Okay.
Mhm.
I like that. I would actually prefer
Okay,
him to
good.
be in Indy compared to Carolina.
Yeah,
I like
I
that.
think he has a better
Dr.
running
J.
game. I think he'll be better suited there.
Oh yeah.
hmm
This is where I got Will Levis.
That
Okay.
works.
Okay. I could see that too. I'd say I put Anthony Richardson on the Colts because he could legit redshirt. Because I think Gardner Minshew, that division, all you got is the Jaguars. You could sit Anthony Richardson down for a year, have Gardner Minshew start, and then Anthony's your guy next year. Best case scenario, you're competitive, you compete in the AFC South, you make the playoffs. Worst case scenario, Gardner doesn't live up to the height, and then maybe you can put in Anthony Richardson in week 13. Once you know you're out of it, there's nothing to play for. Like let the kid get his feet wet.
Um, I also think with Anthony Richardson, I think that Ballard kept taking a bunch of bunch of cracks at old quarterbacks, with the Matt Ryan, and I don't want to say Carson Wentz is necessarily old, but I think he needs to give them some hope. And I think if you tell me, hey, we bringing in Anthony Richardson, I think that people will be like, oh, we want to see him on the field as opposed to Will Levis. I don't feel like it brings that same kind of pop. And I feel like after they had their heart broken, like I think it had to be 2 years in a row, right? When
Yeah,
Carson
something like
fumbled
that.
the bag, and then they had Saturday come in, and he gave a little 2-game high. But I feel like they need something that like they could really kind of try to put their hopes on. I think Anthony Richardson does that.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
he can't play quarterback though. So why would you do that to them?
Because they don't
They
want to be
want
seen as
Lamar.
racist. That's why.
I mean, that's why I got him taking the white dude. Like, just accept.
Listen. I do not wish for anybody to be living in Indianapolis as a professional athlete. That's like maybe the worst states, Indiana, to go be a professional athlete. But if we're talking about like the fit,
Yeah, like
you know what? It's funny. Had this conversation Tuesday night about terrible states to live in as a professional athlete. And in Indianapolis, like there's a strip club right near the children's hospital. And I was like, maybe that might be the kind of place a professional athlete can get down in.
nurses paying that tuition, man.
Hey, right? You get off
And
work.
walking right
It's
across
a
the street.
5-minute drive. It's right up the street. Hit the strip club in your scrubs.
Ooh,
Y'all terrible, man.
Hey,
But
hey, I
strip
think I
club
might
based.
throw a nickel.
nickel.
Isn't Indiana where what you call it? With the Stackhouse and got the shooting? The club, not Stackhouse.
Excuse me?
Was it Jackson? Jackson, Steve Jackson.
Steven Jackson
Oh, Steven
Jackson,
Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah.
wouldn't
Man,
surprise me.
Wouldn't surprise me. So I guess we had 3 Anthony Richardsons and 1 Will Levis. Is that correct?
Just got a question
No.
about Anthony Richardson.
You said Cole. I had Bryce Young.
Okay,
Yeah.
my bad. Bryce Young, 2 Richardsons, 1 Levis. What's your question, Dr. J?
I just don't see it. Like,
Well, he has the tools, right? Like he can run, a man that size. Like he's Cam Newton. Like he's a newer version of Cam, right? He has a strong arm.
Or Lamar. Or would
Or
you
Lamar.
I consider him closer to Lamar
He's
than I
bigger
would
than
consider
Lamar.
him.
You should have never said that in front of him, Justin.
So let's just run your wing tee and go back to 1940.
You should have never said that in front of him.
Oh, do y'all want to see a passing touchdown or anything along those lines?
I mean, he has highlights. Like he is raw. That's why I said in Indy he could sit for a year.
Yeah.
Like he can sit for a year. Like you can start Gardner Minshew and have a chance.
That's what I was gonna go back to then. What about Matt Corral with the Panthers? Why we can't let him cook for a little bit?
Because he's not built like Anthony Richardson. Matt Corral is our size. Again, he is another small.
Bryce Young the same size.
Hey, I've said my concerns on Bryce Young, but at least Bryce Young can read a defense and he's accurate as hell. Like I can trust Bryce. Yeah, like he's incredible in the pocket. I heard someone say this is the first time a black quarterback is getting criticized for not running. Because Bryce Young is not mobile. Like, yo, this is the first time that is progress.
No, Bryce can run. That man will wait
He
until the
just
last
5'9",
minute.
190 pounds. Yo,
He
fall
Chase
down, my
Daniels.
guy.
He's smaller than Chase Daniels, basically, what you telling me. This is Colt
I mean,
McCoy.
but see, this I don't want to make this a pause-worthy moment, but like Chase Daniels is a bit thicker though. Like you can look at Chase, like he's
Right.
thick. Like
That's what I'm
Bryce is
saying.
like real thin.
Yeah.
Man, he gonna be an injury waiting to happen. Man, I ain't paying that workers' comp bill. Y'all take that one.
I mean, he's gonna have to wear like the rib joints. He's gonna have to have like special shoulder pads. He's gonna have to like armor up. Because yeah, man. Like I weigh more than him. I'm 34 years old. I'm 33. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Well,
up
you
and
got down. You got a couple weeks.
I got a week, dog. What are we talking about?
April 20th, man.
It's 16th. Oh,
23rd.
23rd.
Yo, a week away.
Yes, sir.
So now we're 5. I got Seattle taking Jalen Carter. I know he's had.
Just read my.
Yeah, like I know Jalen has had quite the quite the offseason since the season has ended, but talent wins over everything else. Pete Carroll's going to say, "Hey, this is Seattle. Like we can take care of him here." I think Jalen's going to Seattle.
Ain't nothing going on in Seattle, so he'd be all right.
Hey, there's more than you think going on in Seattle.
See, this is where I got Anthony Richardson going to Seattle.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You shaking the table. Okay.
Because he can sit behind Geno. Which is almost the exact same style as him, and really learn and prosper for 2 years.
Okay.
And you really won't be losing anything. That way you can focus on building the team around that style of football for the next couple years.
Okay.
Geno said he would mentor too, right?
Yeah.
I actually like that a lot. That's
a good pick.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah. So you literally have the next 10 years set up for your program.
Okay.
One style of football.
Okay, TJ.
Okay.
That's a good.
All right, GM Norris.
TJ, would you say that is like kind of similar to what the Green Bay Packers did with Jordan Love, but you think they'll handle it a little better?
Yeah, I definitely think that. Well, I don't think the Packers handled it wrong. It was Rodgers. Yeah. I think Rodgers handled it badly because Rodgers would come in. I don't know if I'm going to play this year.
Yes.
Or I'll give you my notice. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It's like and then the fact that you can't be like, all right, I'm not going to re-sign Aaron Rodgers if he wants to play. That's Aaron Rodgers. So if Aaron Rodgers comes to you and say, hey, I think I want that contract extension. What you want? Like, where the checkbook at?
Correct.
But see, that's where I disagree a little bit, right? Because if you're saying, hey, I'm drafting Jordan Love to be the future, right? And you don't know what you're getting out of Aaron Rodgers, stop letting him be the decision maker because eventually you're going to have to move on. Are you going to move on when his value is the highest, or are you going to move on now when you're forced to do it? Because the league, but see, my thing is the league is going to make the Packers and the Jets come to something because they are not going to let the schedule come out, and they don't know if it's going to be the Eagles versus the Jets, the Cowboys versus the Jets on Thanksgiving. They are not going to let them hold this up before the schedule comes out. They're not going to let them do it. And right now, technically, the Jets could be like, we'll wait because y'all have to let him go. Like y'all legitimately have to let him go. And so right now, Aaron Rodgers' value is not the highest. Right after his MVP year, I would be like, yeah, all right, who won him? Because now
he was a free agent then, though.
He wasn't though.
Would he have 1 year?
I think he had 1 year left.
Yeah, he had they extended him like 2 or 3 years and gave him hella money on the back end of their contract. So now their cap could be messed up a little bit because they gave him a lot of signing bonus money, and he's making 50 M's a year. So now you're gonna be, fortunately for them, they still got Jordan.
Don't count towards your cap though, do it?
The signing bonus and stuff does.
No, not the signing bonus. A lot of teams. Yeah, but you're talking about dead cap. Like, there are penalties for trading and stuff like that. Yes, teams are responsible.
Because of the guarantee portion of it.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of my thing. It's like lucky for them, they still got Jordan on a rookie deal, but they handle it really, really bad because now Aaron Rodgers is holding their feet to the fire. And Jordan Love is ready to go, but they could have done that so much better. I would have let him go right after he won the MVP. I'm like, yeah, you that guy. Who won him?
But see, I think Jordan Love couldn't play, and that's the problem. Like, I think he might be decent.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but I don't know. Hey, Ron, he on that ayahuasca, he on the other stuff sometimes.
Dr. J, who do you have Seattle taking? So we got home
Oh.
2 Jalen's, Anthony Richardson, which I really like that pick.
Alabama. What's my dude?
Will Anderson.
Anderson. Yep.
Okay.
Speed. Yep.
Okay.
Pete Carroll like defense. He needs some new life. Wagner gone. You know what I mean? So not Wagner.
Oh, Wagner's back.
Yeah, back. Yeah.
But they got to get the whole Legion Boom back. They need some new pieces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can see them getting right.
Okay. All right. So we're at 6 with Detroit. They just traded Jeff Udoka. So I have them drafting Christian Gonzalez, cornerback from Oregon. Justin, this is kind of crazy. For the people watching, like, we have not shared notes at all.
Yeah.
We don't know who's picking who, but I have Christian Gonzalez.
That's exactly why I got him, because they gave traded Jeff Okudah to Atlanta.
Okudah, thank you.
So I felt like they could go in there and get a cheaper player. And Christian Gonzalez has pretty good tape out of Oregon. I think he transferred from LSU.
That sounds right.
Yeah. And so really young, really sticky, and Okudah's about to get paid. So now they free up some cap and can pretty much replace the talent.
Atlanta's the new no-fly zone. That secondary stack.
Hey, we got to hold
which is
somebody.
going to be even better when we get to Atlanta at 8 in the pick that I got Atlanta going. But TJ,
right,
who you got?
6, I got
6?
Jalen Carter going to the Lions.
Okay. Buddy. Aaron Rodgers getting out just in time. Aaron getting out just in time.
Huh?
Say what?
What you said?
Oh, I said Aaron Rodgers getting out just in time if Jalen Carter coming to Detroit.
Yeah, put him with that other dude they got that
Aiden Hutchinson.
Hutchinson,
Yeah.
Hutchinson, yeah.
Yeah, that's nasty.
And they got another boy out of Jackson State. His last name's like Robinson or something. He got busy too. He was like a 6th-round pick.
Right?
Yeah, I think like outside linebacker, maybe like DN. He had like 3 sacks in a game this year.
Yeah.
And they signed CJ Gardner-Johnson at safety.
Oh yeah, wow. Yeah, they might be. Good luck.
Aaron getting out just in time.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. I get to go. Wait, I mean, he get to go to the AFC East. That ain't nothing to sneeze at either. But Dr. J, who you got? I mean, you got the Bills down there. Got Miami, New England.
I'm trying to think if it's something to sneeze at or not, because Tua gonna be in the blue tent, and
we're talking about for defenses. Because Aaron does. Yeah, I'm talking about defenses. The Jets have the best defense in the AFC East.
They got Sauce now. Yeah, he with them.
They got Quentin Williams. Like, he gonna be practicing against them, not playing against them.
Yeah. Belichick ain't got it no more. And
he got it on defense. He just putting defensive coordinators.
Mac Jones so trash, they gonna be stuck. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Mac Jones not gonna be there, baby. We ain't worried about Mac Jones.
Who gonna take his spot?
Hey, we'll talk about that later.
Oh boy, controversy.
We'll talk about that later.
I got your boy Luca Van Ness going number 6.
Really? You know what is funny about? I don't see it. Like, he barely started. Yeah. Like, he came in on pass rush situations only, and like, he only knows how to bull rush. Like, I don't think he has a counter or anything.
He all raw. See what I'm saying? But that's
you don't take someone that raw at a defensive lineman that high of a pick. Like, you pick a cornerstone.
They already got Hutchinson, right? He gonna be on the other side, because now I would actually like this dude to slip down to KC on the low.
He might.
I just feel like he got that work ethic of Detroit. Like, former hockey player, he just gonna be all effort.
Yo, you saying all the buzzwords for white people right now. high motor. Work hard.
if we can reach for Anthony
sneaky athletic, like,
much spell to work kind of guy. Look, as Deion Sanders would say, 2-parent household.
Yeah, 2-parent. Yeah,
go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Bro, wasn't nothing wrong with Deion said. They need to get that man some respect on that.
That was funny. He said, "I want defensive linemen. They got a single mama. They got to fight to live."
He
said the quiet part out loud. You're not supposed to say that, my dude.
Why not? Save him some time in the recruiting.
You don't say the quiet part out loud.
Golly.
He want them dogs.
A little discretion, just not a lot, like just a little discretion. That's all we're
Hey,
asking for.
And let me tell you something, Danny Ocean. As he said, I ain't hard to find.
Let me
I
tell
ain't hard
you,
to find.
I hope he's successful at Colorado. I really do,
watched
because
the game.
if not, man, they
What is? But sorry, we can talk about that another time. I was gonna say, what is success though? 5 games.
5 games, 5,
Yeah.
6, or if you win 3 games and beat USC in one of those games,
Yeah,
You've tripled the win total. So,
like
they're gonna be all right though.
I hope so. I hope so, because if not, they're gonna bring the chop on that man, because he out here talking. He was out there talking about something. He wants to. Did you see the video? He's like, he wants to march a band to kind of emulate an HBCU band. My brother, you were just at an HBCU. You asking Jillian from Denver, Colorado, to play the flute, like Ashley from Jacksonville. Like it's not gonna work, my dude. It's not gonna work like that.
He said he want to put a little more swag on it. You know what I'm saying?
Little spank on that thing.
Yeah.
When you think of the Colorado Buffaloes, you think of swag.
nigga, Ted.
Dion.
You think,
Yeah.
all right.
Hey, let me talk about they hire Morris Brown. I guarantee they be all
Let me
right.
tell you, when you hear Knuck if you buck off key during the Colorado game, I went to
Yeah.
camera to pan straight to Dion.
But that's the thing. You ain't look, it can be off key or whatever. It's the fact that melody is out there.
Yeah.
The players rocking with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I guarantee they gonna have some brothers come in there who was maybe thinking about going somewhere else, and they said, "Shoot, Dion there. I'm willing to come."
That's all you need.
Dion recruiting the band too.
I'm telling
He telling the band members at Jackson State, "Hey, yo, jump in the band portal. I'll come get you.
But you gotta think about it. He is, though. He doing
I'm
band.
jumping this portal."
He doing basketball with his daughter. Like it ain't just
Everybody
football
come
for
up.
Dion.
Y'all terrible,
Yeah.
man.
All
What
right, who you
pick
got
me
at
up,
7?
man?
We are at 7 with Vegas. I have Vegas. I think, Justin, this is where you and I are going to differ. I have them picking Paris Johnson, tackle from Ohio State.
I got them picking Will Levis.
Okay.
And the reason
After-
why
Dog, Jimmy G would, he might shoot somebody.
but I don't think how long is his deal? Like 2 years?
The
I don't
whole
think
house
he-
is a lifetime.
Yeah, I don't think he got that long
Really?
of a deal.
Hold on, let's look this up. You keep talking. I'm gonna look up Jimmy G's deal.
And so I think Will Levis will be perfect because Josh McDaniels don't know how to coach a team anyway. He just and that's the Raiders. They just go for eye popping, whereas he could throw the ball real far. I don't care how accurate he is. We want Henry Ruggs. He run fast, drive faster. But you know what I mean? Like they don't care in Vegas. And I don't think McDaniels is a really good coach, but I think that he would try and work something out with Levis. He just came from Mac Jones.
That's fair. So he signed 3 years, $72 million, but there is an out after this year, but the dead cap hit would be $18.7 million. They
That's
do
not
have
bad.
an out.
That's not bad when your quarterback is cap hits probably like 5.
Okay.
Who you got?
So yeah,
Ted?
there's an out after this year. So yeah.
I got Paris Johnson as well. That OT.
That's a big man.
Hey,
Out Ohio
you
State,
gotta stay
right?
with the offensive
Yeah.
line. You don't got a real mobile quarterback.
Dog, you in the AFC West, you better have someone to protect your QB.
They coming.
Pause.
Facts. Yeah.
Dr. J.
I got your boy Anthony Richardson. For the
Really?
same reasons that Justin just said.
Okay.
They flash, they like to take a reach. It's not gonna work out anyway, because it's the Raiders. So
It's just Jamarcus Russell at 8 instead of 1.
there you go. There you go.
Okay.
So
All right. We're at 8. This is my favorite pick of the first round, Atlanta Falcons. You should trade up to get Anthony Richardson, but you're not.
I don't think we're gonna trade. We're not gonna trade up, and I think we're gonna trade back. So I think
This will be a trade back if someone wants Will Levis in my draft. Like in my draft, someone wants Will Levis, this is where you go to get him, even though
I feel this is where what you call the Redskins gonna trade with us. In my
really,
opinion.
I'm thinking, okay,
but
no trades.
Yeah, no trades. We're
So-
going Trey Wilson, the edge rusher from Texas Tech.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
and that
That's
was
who I got.
a complete.
That's what so you
defensive
three
line.
picked a defensive end. Okay.
Yes.
Cause that would show up our D line would be nasty then.
Yeah.
I decided to have some fun. I say y'all take Bijan.
You don't need a running back, bro.
Dog, your front office has already said you don't see Tony Algier as a 3-down back. Like y'all don't see him as that guy.
We got Cordell Patterson. We got so many different backs.
Cordell Patterson's 33 years old,
and he's still a beast.
Hey, dog. You want to have a fun offense, or do you not want to have a fun offense? Drake London, Cal Pitts, Bijan Robinson.
Bijan? That'd
Dog,
be tough.
that is enough to win a terrible NFC South. That is more than you already got the no-fly zone.
And Kyle Pitts is trash, by the way. I'm letting y'all know.
Cal,
let him go.
We'll
take him. Yeah, let him go. Let him go.
Jerry want him.
Let him go. We'll make room for him. Let him go. We'll run 12 personnel all day. I don't care, dog. I don't let him go.
Excuse me, says man trash. Y'all ain't get this man no type of
You asking Marcus Mariota to throw the ball downfield. Mistake number one.
I'm not even saying I'm not saying he's a bad receiver. He's a great receiver. He's a horrible tight end.
I mean, he was drafted with the thought that he'd be a more receiver than a tight end. Like, he's not blocking nobody. Yeah, we don't care about that, dog. You could have an offense with Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and Bijan, my brother. That is fun. Y'all would win y'all would be in contention in the NFC South.
Give me. I need a better receiver than that. I don't know. He's just not.
You don't like Drake dog?
No. Drake London's cool. Drake London. Okay. Me and Drake London tight. It's Kyle Pitts at tight end. It's like I just don't see. He's
but
not.
Luckily, you got more than one pick in the draft. Like you can build your team, dog. Get Bijan in round one. You get your edge rusher in round two. Get you a little slot receiver in round three. Fam, y'all, come on, man. Have some fun.
No, I'm like, I won't be mad at the pick. I won't be mad if they got a running back. But I'm just saying, that'll be a lot of running backs in that running back room. That's all I gotta say.
Well, someone going home when Bijan gets drafted. The next move, Cordell's just going to be a kick returner.
Yeah, I would say Cordell.
Like, dog.
He leads the team in touchdowns. He ain't going home.
Or Cordell's too slow to be other wide receiver. You need because Drake London's your possession receiver, your contested catch receiver. You need someone else to get separation.
Wide receiver, that's how he started as wide receiver.
That's what I'm about to say.
I'm just saying, but he and Drake London have the same profile.
Yeah.
Like, you need some variance across your. Yeah, you need someone. Yeah, you need like a route runner. Come on, dog. Bijan.
And that would take a lot of pressure off Desmond Ridder.
Dog.
I feel like he'd have like a Zeke Dak like impact, where it's like for the first year, it's like, all right, I'll pick up the blitzes, I'll throw you little dump offs, you get busy, and while everybody worried about Bijan, maybe Kyle Pitts comes alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, or maybe y'all draft because the tight end class this year is ridiculous.
Oh no, we got the tight end. We got the dude Smith.
Smith?
Huh?
Stop it.
I know you did not just say. I don't care who Smith it is.
The other dude, we just picked him up. The dude came from.
You can't even remember his name, and you gonna be out here telling something.
It's like it's a.
Can't even remember his name, and you don't even know man's name. You out here
trying to convince us.
But he was good though.
Justin,
he was at Tennessee, wasn't it?
Help your boy, Justin.
Oh, Jonnu Smith?
Yes, Jonnu Smith, yeah.
From the Patriots who let him go? Yeah, he just
came from the Patriots, but he was at Tennessee first.
Sir.
All right, dog. All right.
Then the other dude.
No, bro.
No, fam. Dog, what are we talking about?
No, bro.
Yo.
He said Smith. Yeah, that's Smith.
Yeah, that's
I'm just saying, look, when it comes to playing the tight end position, he's a better tight end.
Dog, Travis Kelce ain't out here blocking nobody. We don't care.
But Travis Kelce can block somebody. That's the thing.
Can he?
Yes, Travis Kelce can block.
Dr. J, can he block?
Let's ask Dr. J.
We ain't exactly running the ball very effectively. I don't know.
Like, I ain't never seen Chris Collinsworth on Sunday Night Football. Like, oh man, look at that block by Kelce right there.
He getting away long enough, and that's about it.
That's what I'm saying. He get in the way. He don't get pushed into the backfield. He know how to chip. He know how to, double team that corner, set that edge. I'm not saying he's out here pancaking people, but it's not like he's catching a pass or he a detriment the team.
When you drafted Kyle Pitts, you knew what time it was.
And I didn't want him when we drafted him. I didn't have Atlanta picking him.
That's
Everybody loved that pick. I knew he was.
I listen with Bijan there. That pick looked even man. That offense that might be top 5 offense in the league.
No,
depends on what Desmond does.
Had top 5.
Huh?
Yeah,
you need to draft a quarterback. You need to jump up and grab a quarterback, but you're not because you've been kicking the can for like 6 years. So we're gonna kick the can one more. We're gonna kick the can one more year.
Kick it,
and we're gonna get Bijan.
Dr. Kick it. Kick it.
All right, so now we are at 9.
Okay.
With the Chicago Bears, I have them picking Peter Skoronski. He is from Northwestern. He is a tackle, but he is projected to be a guard in the NFL. Protect Justin Fields at all cost. I do not care. You have the cap space. You have the draft capital. Protect Justin. So for that, I have Peter.
I got Miles Murphy out of Clemson.
Okay.
Get him a DN who got a lot of pop, a lot of juice. Again, take some of the pressure off. I forgot what's the D, because they traded away Khalil Mack a couple years ago. I can't even think of their DN right now. So I'm like, if you don't have any pass rush, your corners are going to be out there on islands all day. And so I figured, kind of give him somebody who got, some decent star potential.
For me, I keep in mind that the Bears are a year away from being a year away. Like
that's a problem.
Yeah, they're a year away from being a year away. So like we're talking 2 years down the line.
Yeah.
That's why I went with offensive line too. I got Darrell Wright out of Tennessee.
Okay.
He's a beast. I like him. I hope he drop.
You hope everybody drop. You hope that when the Cowboys pick is Jalen Carter,
No, I know he ain't. No, I want
Jackson Smith and Jabba.
I'd like him. But
Dr. J?
Going with this old tackle from Ohio State. Boy, Paris Johnson. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Got a block. They may be a little Ohio State teammate thing. They can kind of, build a locker room and be Big Ten and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. So now we're at the final pick, 10.
Yeah.
The Eagles.
That's
for me, no trades, but in my draft, this is where a team would jump up and grab Will Levis before Tennessee, because Will Levis in Tennessee feels right. Like that feels like sweet home Alabama. But no trades. So the Eagles stay put, draft Devin Witherspoon, cornerback out of Illinois.
It's a good pickup. I got Peter Skoronski, and I got him to replace Siafalu. Did I say
Siamalu.
Right? Siamalu, y'all right guard. So I figured keep y'all strength that's already strong, add to it, and depending upon how long. I know I saw y'all extended Lane Johnson, but Peter Skoronski can also play right tackle. Mm-hmm. So just in a case of emergency, if Lane goes down, that's an easy slide out for y'all. And so I felt like that would be a nice pickup. And I hope he gets hurt.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I got Devin Witherspoon too.
I got the same cornerback. I was watching this film right before I got on with y'all.
He's tough.
Woo! Fast. He break on the ball. You can blitz him. Now, he going to get you a couple pass interference penalties. So just go on, brace yourself for that. It's going to be.
Yeah, but he's not going to be playing a lot anyway because Darius Slay and James Bradbury are there. But I think Slay is 33, Bradbury is 30, and they were healthy all year last year. Like, that's probably not going to happen this year. Like, someone's going to go down.
Oh, yeah, dude, he went to the nickel.
Avonte Maddox, the best nickel one of the best nickels in the NFL. Like, nickel fine, but I mean, he can learn from two of the best in the league right now. Like, it's fine.
Or move on to safety.
Buda Baker will be there. Don't worry about it. We good at safety.
Yeah, Buda said he want to get out of there. That's right.
Yeah, Buda. Jonathan Gannon is a spy. He gonna trade Buda to Philly for some peanuts. Be good.
The way y'all fleece people, I wouldn't surprise it if he gave y'all and paid some of the contract. Hey, my man's, here you go.
Hey, you screwed us in the Super Bowl. Least you can do is give me Buda, and we'll call it even.
We got you a job, brother, man.
We left you in Arizona for a reason.
Yeah.
That was to get Buda.
Oh, y'all terrible, man.
Is there anything else? Like I know, so Philly, Atlanta, we got to see who. Is there anyone? Justin, you're a Cowboys fan. Dr. J, you're a Chiefs fan. Is there someone you have a realistic target, like Jalen Carter not falling all the way to 31?
No.
I'm talking to Dr. J. Like I mean, like Jalen Carter not dropping the 31 unless there's a video of him stabbing someone to death. So, and then he's gonna be in jail. So, is there any realistic options that you guys are looking at?
I don't know. I see something about this safety from Alabama to take the place from Juan Thornhill. I see a tight end we might pick up, but honestly, I mean, I think we could trade back and just trade back is what I would honestly do. Get the draft capital line up. That way, next year, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Dog, ain't nobody doing that deal with you. Let me tell you,
nobody in the world.
Ain't nobody doing that deal with you. Andy Reid gonna call nigga say, boy, if you don't get your big ass out my face, I ain't got nothing for you.
We gonna give you Kels.
No, you not.
And what you need.
So here's where he's right. Like we just talked about, you said you would have traded Aaron Rodgers after his MVP season. He's thinking the same thing with Kelsey. I'm gonna trade him a year early instead of a year too late.
Now, what I'm desperate to replace sooner than later is Chris Jones. I need some pass rush. He like instant game changing. Like I'm in the backfield, soon the ball snap. I need like 2 more of them on my line right now.
Have you looked at Mozzie Smith? Have you looked at what's that guy? Kalijah Kancey out of Pittsburgh. They said little Aaron Donald.
Oh, he man, he real tiny dog.
Yeah, but I'm saying like as far as like pass rush, I'm like if y'all could kind of take a swipe at him down that late in the draft where it's like
he's not that tiny, he's just short.
He's like 240. I mean 260.
No, he's not. He's way lighter than 260. What's my man's name again?
I think it's Kalijah Cansey or something like that.
I thought he was just short. I think he was like right at 6 foot. I thought he was just short. I thought he had some weight on him.
I think he's light.
Because 240 at 6 foot is not small.
But for D tackle though.
I mean, but look at Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is what, 270?
Aaron Donald is he's 6'2", 80. Okay.
Yeah,
I think that.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's literally the same size as Aaron Donald.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Aaron Donald is Aaron Donald.
But yeah, I mean, it's
he 101
physically wise. Like,
yeah, I got
measurables are almost the same. And Donald's short too. Yeah.
And he went to Pittsburgh too, so that's why they were saying that as well.
So Justin, why are you guys gonna draft Bijan? Because that's why I think he going to Dallas. Like that.
If he there, that Jerry don't care. He don't care. But he gonna be like, Bijan, what? He said, we finna sell jerseys out. The moment that they say pick number 26, Dallas Cowboys select Bijan, his jersey gonna be sold out. Before they even finish saying this man.
Texas kid going to Dallas.
Yeah, and they're gonna be like, oh, we replaced Ezekiel. Let me tell you this. I want him, but I hope he gone. Because I don't want to be there. Like, because I'm like, I don't think you should really be drafting running backs in the first round for real.
Correct.
Because I would like, if you told me, let's say we're gonna say TJ and Marlon, both of them are running backs. TJ, the first round running back, he give me 1,500 yards. Marlon, the third round running back, he give me 1,200, 1,250. I'm okay with a 250 discrepancy, and I could pick another player in that position, right? And so, me personally, I hope like a Darnell Wright, I hope he falls so we can slide him at maybe left guard and try to fortify our line. I wouldn't mind a tight end, but I would really like D-line, O-line, or like maybe tight end. I truly hope Bijan is not there because we are taking him. Like,
so what if Bijan's gone, and for so you guys are at 26, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bijan's gone. Jackson Smith and Jabba still on the board at 20.
He gone, and we taking him.
You gonna jump up? It's gonna cost you your first, probably a third or fourth.
At what position?
He's a receiver. He's a receiver at Ohio State.
No. I'm saying how many spots ahead is he?
Let's say he's at 20.
Yeah, they're not doing it.
You're not jumping
up
that high?
The reason why I say they not is because Brandon Cooks, and again, my personal opinion on these wide receivers, none of them are like the 2017 or is it 2017 draft where it was like CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson,
that was 17.
Judy,
Jalen Reagor.
Jalen Reagor was the worst one out of them all, but none of them
cheeks.
like none of this class is that, right?
Yeah.
But you want me to tell you who I think a sneaky wide receiver? If we picked him, I'd be straight with it. Out of Boston College, Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers?
He gets busy.
He
Yeah,
does
he
get
gets
busy.
busy. If you told me you take him,
The dude out of Tennessee ain't bad either, though.
That dude is he's like 6'1". He's a big dude. He's like real lanky. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
me-
about.
who Tennessee?
Both of them, the quarterback and the
Jalen
wide
Wyatt?
receiver out there, they both gonna be all right.
You talking about Wyatt,
Oh, I can look it up.
I don't know what their names are. I just know they got
the receiver?
the receiver and the quarterback are both ain't have bad.
Yeah, Herndon Hooker's
Jalen Wyatt and Hendon Hooker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Hooker's
That's
the
who you
quarterback.
need.
Yeah,
That's the
Yeah.
quarterback you want. Not Levis, not Bryce Young. You want
I hope the Redskins are stupid and then don't go and somebody else get them before them. Because if they sit there and Hendon Hooker is there for them, I like that pick. For
Yeah,
them.
Hyatt.
Because-
This guy at Tennessee.
Yeah, because they got some receivers, but yeah, I don't know. I'm indifferent. I would love Bijan because our offense would go crazy.
Yes,
But
it
I
would.
think as far as the team building aspect of it, especially in this draft, when you can get running backs like HA out of Texas A&M in the third, fourth round, you can get the running back out of Tulane in the third, fourth round. So I'm like, if you could get these fairly decent running backs and solidify your O-line, you know what I mean? I feel like that's a better place to go. But if Bijan's there, I'm not gonna be upset about it. But I'd be like,
I mean,
damn,
Mike McCarthy said he wants to win games through running the ball,
he's always
which is crazy because your offense is better when you throw the ball on first down. But that's a conversation for another day.
all Mike McCarthy thinking about is IHOP.
he lost a little bit of weight.
Wait, what?
Because
What
he's
did you-
fat.
Oh, you
he
talking about
lost a little
Jalen
bit of weight.
Carter?
No,
No, he
Mike
said Mike
McCarthy.
McCarthy.
Oh, leave that. Listen, we not all right. Skip was a Skip on TV called Mike McCarthy fat?
Yeah, I hate Skip.
Well, he's
Oh,
slow and fat. Ain't just that he's fat. Ain't nothing wrong with fat people. I
Fuck,
would
he's
tell you
a
myself.
middle-aged dog.
He
He's in
half
his
retarded.
50s.
No, he not.
Chill out.
All right. He delayed. That dude is delayed like a mother.
He on the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
Chill out. Yeah,
Well, y'all
yeah,
say
yeah.
that about
Homie.
y'all don't say
He got that
Huh?
IEP.
Hey, yo.
y'all. Yeah, this,
What?
He just
He's
minding
speaking.
his business. And y'all like, hey, yo.
Hey, no, he not minding his business. He played for the Star. That means he the enemy of the free world.
Jesus Lord.
Justin.
What?
Hey, I can't.
I'm
Look,
sorry.
look, our coach ain't much better.
What's
So
wrong with these boys, Justin?
this dude.
I don't know.
Wait,
I
hey,
ain't-
have you seen our coach? Our coach look diff, dumb, and stupid on the sideline.
Mm.
So you want your coach to look like Robert Sala?
I
Running
want
up and
our
down the
coach to get
stairs?
gone. I want him somebody to fire.
Oh, not listen. When he hitch his wagon to Bijan, and y'all got the sixth best offense in the league, he gonna get an
It's not
extension.
his doing. It's whoever the offensive coordinator is.
He the offensive coordinator.
Oh Lord, Jesus.
He said, "I want him gone."
He don't even need to coach. This man is a billionaire. And he's coaching football.
He
Oh,
playing
yeah?
Madden.
His family owns FedEx.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
he needs
Who, the
something to
coach?
do.
Run FedEx.
He don't want to run FedEx. He want to run the read option with Desmond Ritter and Bijan. That's what he want to run.
I mean, he was an offensive lineman in college, so you probably do want to run that.
he want to run quarterback throwback. That's what he trying to do. He ain't trying to run FedEx. Leave that man alone.
Let this man run the flea flicker and be
Yeah.
on by his business.
Dog.
Y'all done traded for Okuda. Y'all done got. Did they get?
They go all in, dog.
Bates?
They see Derek Carr over in New Orleans and say, "Oh, that's food."
Yeah,
Hey, we gonna get some
Defense is looking
corners.
good. All they need is a good middle linebacker, and I think we be straight.
Your defense is fine as is.
Yeah.
Like you need a pass rusher and you need Bijan.
And
That's it.
we need a middle linebacker. We need a strong middle.
Dog, linebackers are overrated.
A good middle linebacker can change your
Dog,
team.
play
That's the
nickel,
quarterback of
have
the
two
defense.
linebackers, and call it a night.
Play who?
Play dime, get one linebacker on the field,
in
call
that
it a
strong
night.
safety? Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. They gotta run them
But
balls
if you
all
run
day.
the ball, but
Dog, draft Bijan, score 30 points a game, have some fun.
Get
Yeah,
that man off the
Atlanta will
offense.
be rocking, boy.
is
Y'all
it
get
anybody
Bijan in
that's
that thing.
comparable to your
The NFC. Say what, Dr. J? My bad.
Is it any running back that's close to Bijan that I can take in a later round?
I mean, I'm sure, but we're talking about someone, a true 3-down back, pass protect. You can line up at a receiver who can run the ball. Like, I don't think he's as good as Saquon, but hey, man.
Nah, yeah, he better than Saquon. Saquon don't pass.
You think he better than Saquon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's my mileage then? Did they get the best Did they get the best of him at Texas?
No, because they got another dude, Roshan Johnson, who's a beast too, who I would take in the later rounds. That's why I'm like, go ahead, Bijan. Like, if Bijan go, I'm like, okay, good. If you tell me I could get a Darnell Wright, or I could get a big guard or somebody like that, and then in the 4th round I could get his running. Look up Roshan Johnson. Look up his highlight tape. He running through people, jumping over people. So if you tell me I can get him at the 4th round, and I want TP gone. I hope he play out his contract, this 1 year cycle, and then go.
Damn. You was just on Tony Pollard 3 months ago.
I'm because he's better than Zeke. He won't because he's
he's better than no. He's a good running back, but I'm not trying to pay him 10 M's. I think it's like that's my thing is when you can go and get a running back and pay him $250,000. Now you got more money to pay other players on the team. So I'm more so of a team. Like if Tony Pollard took the vet minimum, he could stay, but he's not going to take that.
Y'all about to get Dalvin Cook,
huh?
How about to get Dalvin Cook?
In Minnesota.
Minnesota might cut they about to cut him, dog. They ain't trying to pay that man.
It wouldn't surprise me if they took Bijan.
He ain't gonna make it that far.
He
going to Atlanta.
He's not going to Atlanta.
Which will be fine. Like I said, I'm not mad at it, which will be fine because it's just one more step in the right direction. But
yeah. If I don't think he's going to Atlanta. I got 3 spots that he may go. I got New England.
Okay.
They don't really got a running back. He could help Mac Jones if they decide
he can help Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson need a team first.
Yeah. Let's get him an agent first.
Bijan can help Lamar Jackson in New England. That'd be cool.
And New England.
We really gonna act wild and ignorant.
He ain't going there.
We're gonna send him to America team.
Listen, dog. It's something funny, not for his sake, because they terrible. It's something funny about black quarterback in Boston. I don't know. That joint just funny to me.
Oh, he finna get called an N-word every day. Good morning, N.
Yeah.
How your mama, N? Good pass, N. Lamar gonna think his name is N. Golly.
I'm so
he can call Jason Tatum. They can hang out.
Man, well, I don't. Belichick and Lamar.
Oh, it'd be great. Sign me up. Sign me up.
Sign you up.
Sign me up. TJ.
They'll be trash. New England got no receivers.
None.
It's just Baltimore North. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
True.
But the Ravens have Odell. So
I don't understand why the Ravens signed
please. Can we talk about that? That was stupid. They were bidding against nobody else. Why are you giving Odell 15 M's?
I think he got 18.
No. It's 15 guaranteed and $3 million in incentives. But why are you giving Odell 15 M's? Who were y'all competing against?
Shout out to Odell.
Yeah,
whoever his agent is, need to call Lamar and say, "Hey, this is admirable. I appreciate what you're trying to do.
Let me talk to you."
Let me talk to you. Let me represent you. Pay that. Listen, man. Pay that 3%. That 3% make the world of difference in between getting paid and not getting paid.
Right. You ain't even got to trust them. Just look at the math. Just read. If you can read, bro, come on.
Listen, man. Pay that agent fee, that 3.5%, and go to sleep at night knowing you got $35 million guaranteed. That's it. That's the easiest math I've ever heard, and I am not good at math. That's the easiest math for me. TJ, you don't agree? TJ, you be your own agent?
It all depends on the situation. Like, I would say if I was my own agent, I'll still have a manager because he's still a lot of paperwork and stuff that I would not have time for in the day to day.
I'll say your agent is there so the team can have tough conversations about you without you in the room.
Correct. That's exactly right.
because the Ravens are saying stuff to Lamar as negotiating tactics, and he's probably taking it personally, and that's why you have an agent.
They talking to his mama like that too, ain't it?
Yes.
That's I guess that's the thing about me. It's like you can talk about me. If I know it's true, then it's not going to offend me too much. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's like
it'll offend you when 50 million's on the line.
But that's if I know my worth, I know what I'm going. When I'm asking for, I'm not negotiating. It's like,
see, that's the problem. Like, he don't know his worth. He asked for too much damn money.
Here we go.
That's the problem. That's where it goes sideways right there.
Here we go.
But why is it sideways?
He got running back value, thinking he a quarterback.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So the MVP was a fluke.
No, it was. That's the start there. It was.
Who deserved that MVP?
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
First, he dislocated his kneecap, fooling around with a Madden curse, and that's why he get the MVP. But even at that was 2019, right? Okay. Now he got running back leg. That man, he like Cordell Patterson and Dalvin Cook and Derrick
No,
Henry.
you not out here.
That's what he is, bro. He's special before his legs. His legs ain't special no more. It's over with. We don't pay for special legs in the NFL. We don't do that.
He got hurt in the pocket. He did not get hurt while running.
He could have got hurt in a car accident. It don't matter.
Okay.
We're not paying for used legs. That's you buying a used Toyota?
Hey, dog, fam. That sounds like something you would say to a prostitute. I ain't paying for used legs.
He let himself out just the same. It is what it is.
Oh, Jesus.
Used up is used up, man. eBay, Carvana, used lot, whatever you want to call it. It's okay, man. Now, if he want to make some good money,
what should he do?
He can go right to the USFL or the XFL, be the face of the league, get all the endorsement money he wants.
How many USFL players getting endorsements?
That's the point. They need a star. They missing one. You see what I'm
saying?
He
the pioneer.
Right.
Okay. He need to call Dwayne up and say, "Hey, yo, put me on the San Antonio Brahmas or whatever that joint is."
He need to call Angela Reese, right? So she can hook him up with some NIL.
AJ McCarron trying to do this. He can go do it successfully.
Lamar Jackson is too Florida for that.
Yeah, he way too Florida. Thank you for that, TJ. I forgot he's from Florida.
He ain't doing that.
Well, I mean, he can get paid to lose. He can take a pay cut and lose, or he can go win over there with them.
TJ made the best point out of all of this. That man is from Florida. He moved different.
He don't get paid. He Kaepernick now. So I hope you get a documentary on Netflix or something.
Damn.
Bro, okay. I got to trade for you. I'm losing value. I got to pay you extra money I don't want to pay. Now I got to build a team around you because you're not going to elevate the receiver. Y'all say he needs some receiver to throw to. So now I got to find him out of thin air too, right?
I mean, you got to find any quarterback a receiver.
Not Patrick Mahomes.
That's the only one.
That's the one.
And that's the problem.
There's only one. There's only one Mahomes. That's why he's
give up now.
It's not even Mahomes. It's Andy Reid.
No,
I'm saying it's Andy Reid.
I take that. Because I seen what's my boy come in? Chad Henne come in and look effective. I take that. They ain't no saying about it.
Mahomes won't do that in college.
No, he was. I mean, he had no team around.
That's because Cliff Kingsbury was his coach.
Yeah.
Man couldn't win the Big 12 with Patrick Mahomes and found his way.
It's Andy Reid.
Bam. That might be the greatest fleece of all time.
Yeah.
I don't think Andy Reid winning with Lamar.
Yeah, I don't think he win with Lamar, but I think Andy Reid could win with.
I think Andy Reid could win with
Dak
Lamar.
Prescott or Jalen Hurts.
No,
I like that. I like that, TJ.
Andy Reid, they'll run him back to college or some shit playing with.
Look what Andy Reid did with Michael Vick.
Vic better than Prescott though. We know these things.
That is true. I ain't arguing that.
That's facts.
I ain't arguing that.
Yeah,
I'm
Prescott.
not gonna argue, but I don't like it here. Can we mute Dr. Jace?
Every week, we talking about.
I gotta get muted.
No. Out of every time we link up, somehow it comes back to Dakota. Like we won't talk about Dakota.
He do nothing to this man.
He ain't do nothing today. We was chilling.
I was trying to give Dakota some praise. But
he played for TJ. I appreciate that.
I don't know, man.
Back to Dakota.
I think that Dallas need to pick up the dude from UCLA quarterback. He about a third day draft pick. All right.
The backup, who y'all backup? The dude who played all the games last year.
Cooper Rush.
Yeah, they got
Rush.
Rush.
We gonna get. I'm gonna tell you who our backup quarterback is. Max Dugan from 2CU. Duggan.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's
That's
gonna
who
be
our backup
perfect.
quarterback is. That's who
Yep.
it's going to be. We're gonna pay Cooper Rush one more year. We're gonna say appreciate you, big dog. He gonna be up out of there, and we're gonna
Yep.
move forward.
That sound right.
All right. Well,
That sound.
that was some great discussion. So hoping draft picks come true. We're gonna post them on socials, so y'all check them out. Compare. We see who actually, you know, had the best fortune telling skills. But anyway, shout out to all the new millionaires and everything. People get to play football. It's a dream. So anyway, we out. Like, subscribe. Y'all have a good one.